Oh, hello. I'm Dr. Most Epic, and I am here today to teach you about the math aliens. So good of you to arrive here in my secret laboratory. This is where we're going to learn about some numbers, maybe some shapes, and all about these mighty aliens that's powered by numbers. Now let's go on down to my extra secret lab. Follow me. Got to put in the passcode to get it to come up. Oh, yeah, that's right. Math aliens. I like to promote what I build in my lab. Makes me feel good. All right, hold on 1 second. Putting in the codes. Oh, look at the secret door as it opens. It shuts real quick, so you've got to jump through. All right, and go. All right. Now I know the lab looks kind of just like the lab upstairs, but this one is special. This one's special for the math aliens. All my tools are down here. Now keep your hands to yourselves. I will not be held accountable for any limbs or anything that go missing in this laboratory. You're responsible for your own body parts. Now, let's see here. I need to get this set up. We have to learn the rules about these math aliens, okay? How we can build them, how we can make them stronger using shapes and numbers. Let me see. I know I have a. Oh, I think this is it. There it is. So there's three types of math aliens that we can make. They are on what's called a budget, a certain amount of numbers that you're allowed to have. We have three budgets here that you can use: 10, 15, and 20. Almost think of that like a point system. Yeah, yeah, point system. Now, that's not all. It's not just easy, like, look at that, let me use one of those, because each point system comes with a battery. Now, if you only use 10 points or less, then you get a fully powered alien that can last for a long time. If you use 15 points, your alien's going to only last half the time. But if you use 20 points, which is the maximum amount of power that you can put in the alien, I mean, you can put all types of crazy little stuff on them, right? Like robotic arms and eye beams and mind powers. It takes a lot of battery to run that alien. So you get 20 points, but you only get a third of the time, not even half. So it's going to be up to you out there watching right now. What is going to be our budget? Do we want an alien that can last a long time but is not as powerful? Or do you want one that's super powerful and can last not very long? Or right in the middle? Let's see what you decide. Anybody in the comments can make a choice. I'm checking the comments now. What kind of math scientists do we have here? Mmm. Callie says maybe 15 in the middle. A little bit of power, a little bit of a longevity. Hmm. I think we're gonna roll with. Oh wait, Kel. Kelsey says powerful. She wants all power. All right, so we got a 15 and we got a 20. Let's get one more vote here and see if there's gonna be a tiebreaker. I see, I see. Or I could be the tiebreaker. But this is your math alien. We should let you decide. These comments just pop right in. It's the first time I've had visitors in my lab. It's a little jarring. Little comments just flying all just whizzing in there. Okay. All right. Well, it looks like we're gonna have to just pick. Eeny, meeny, miny. Got the tiger by the toe. If y'all just let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny. Well, looks like we're going with Callie with 15. That is going to be our budget for how much power we can pack into the alien. That means the alien's only going to have half a battery life, though. Let's go on to our next screen. It's time to spend some of these points now. This is my favorite parts. Okay. All right. We need to select a head for our alien. Thank you, monster. Backgrounds are fun. We need to select a head for our alien now. Now we have a regular, an I-beam head, or a mind head. A regular head just has one eye, doesn't do anything but let you see. With the I-beam head, you shoot I-beams out of two eyes. That's pretty cool. But then we have the three-eyed head, which has mind powers, telekinesis, and all that jazzy stuff. I heard like a Professor X type character. So, but they cost different points. 0, 3, and 5. Which one are we going to get? First answer makes us go to the next screen. Regular for 0, I-beam for 3, mind for 5. Feel like we kind of want to go in that mind direction. I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe because company name. But what are you going to pick? What kind of head for this alien are we going to have? A regular, an I-beam, or mind powers? 0, 3, or 5. Remember, our budget is 15 points. Parker says mind. So that's 5 points off of our budget right there. We're going with mind powers and 3 eyes. This is a landslide. Everyone said mind. All right. And that's for the head. I'm just taking a little notes as we get ready to build this thing here. Mind powers, obviously. Next up, body types. We have the regular body type, we have the shield body type, and the cannon. Regular being 3, shield being 3, and cannon being 5. Regular is a circular shape, kind of round, playful, while we have this shield shape in the triangle, which will keep you protected. You can generate shields around you so people can't hurt you. And then you have this rectangular shape that's like a cannon. Maybe there's cybernetics or cannons inside of you that you can unleash. Monster said a shield, but we have 2 for cannon. We're going with, if we go with cannon, that's 5 more of your points off of your budget. All right. Cannon. We still have arms and legs left. I like where this is going. Next up are the arms. You got tentacles. That's 2 points. You got the cyborg arm. You can do a lot with cybernetics. That's 4 points. And then you just got those regular arms that are muscles. Mine's isn't that good of an example of muscles, but you get the gist. Muscles are 1 point. Well, big spenders you are. All righty. So tentacles are 2 points. Cyborg arms are 4. Muscles are 1. Which one are we rolling with? Monster says tentacles. Tentacles for 2. That's what we're rolling with. All right, so right now you are at 12 out of your 15 points. And we have one final body part to get. And the legs. We have the basic legs, which are just 2 little legs like humans have. Then we have the spidey legs, which are 6. And we have the Medusa, which is like a giant tail. We're on the last part, and we're at our budget of 12 points. There's only one of these we can actually afford to get. Do you know which one that is? Which one can we afford to get if we've got 12 points out of our 15 points for our budget? Which one? Who knows? Who knows the answer? Who's a future genius in this crew? Let's see. We got no answers yet. They must be working it out. They must be doing the math, and there's nothing wrong with that. I have to write my math out sometimes, and I'm a secret scientist. Basic leggies, Basic legs it is. That is correct, Kelsey. That is 3 points left, and you have maxed out at 15 points with your alien creature. Now, I'm going to pull up my laboratory table and get my tools ready. I have this universal tool here. It's called a pen. It's a magic pen. Lets me design everything that I need. Let's review your creature as my table. I called it an iPad starts to come up. You created, or you asked for mind, which we have 3 eyes in. We asked for the cannon body, tentacles, and we were left with 2 legs. I like this monster. She's a good thinker here. All right, tools are ready. Tools are ready. Let's begin. All right. Let's use a nice color. Let's use some blue here. I'm gonna create. There we go. Now I don't know about you. Let's see here. We got head, right? Then you have that rectangle body. Two legs. Now, just because these legs are two doesn't mean they will look like legs that you know. We've got the tentacles for arms. Looks like I gotta wait. Am I missing something? Oh, don't forget about the potential cannon. All right, now that's a first rough draft right there. Rough drafts are my maps to help me create these creatures. I want to kind of like I don't want to go with my first idea because sometimes you have to work these things out. You got to because there could be a better idea all the way back in your head, and you got to kind of just sketch out some stuff to get to the idea that's back there. You got to kind of clear out the house. So I'm going to save this on one table, right? And we're going to make another table. That guy's still there. Don't worry. Still there. And we're going to see what else we can come up with. My favorite thing to do when I'm drawing these things is not picking up my pencil. I love it because it keeps this form. It helps me keep it together. Gives it more unification. I'm also looking for a powerful pose that I can use for this creature. This math alien. And kind of while I'm creating the map, the blueprint for this, is our alien going to be a protector or a conqueror? Does this alien go out and conquer other planets, taking them over? Or does this alien defend and protect? I want to know from you, what do you all think? Mm. Oh, I think we have a little something here going. Sometimes I draw a little too big. Defender, yes. Ooh, this group of kiddos is spicy. One wants to defend and the other wants to conquer. No, we'll hold that idea. We'll see what some more kiddos think. Who else is out there? Let's hear your opinion. This is a safe space. Come on and speak up. Do you want a defender or a conqueror? Now, while we're waiting to hear from more people on their opinions and their feedback, sometimes I get a little carried away with these designs and they get bigger than the map. But luckily, because my table has so many tools in it, I can just adjust the size when I need to. And I think I'm really liking where this is going. Hmm. 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 Ryan's in the building. Hi, Ryan. How do you do? Now, I think this team has used their 15 points very well. I'm coming up with this creature, this alien. This is what I live for. I'm a secret scientist now. I don't even know how you guys found my lab. I just got some letter from some company saying that a bunch of people were gonna come here, and then they commissioned me to make them a math alien, and that some guy, some person named Gigi or something, gave me all this swag to put on for the day. It's really hard to pay your bills as a scientist when a lot of your projects are secret. So I got to take jobs as they come. So, maybe one day you guys tell me how you found me in my secret lab. I've got to hide it better. Let's see here. Let's see, is my tool almost ready? Yes. I think this is the pose here. Now we have a defender alien. All right. Now I'm going to take this one down and I'm going to lower the transparency. That means I'm going to make it to where I can just barely see it. And I'm going to add another layer on top of it. And I'm going to begin to draw. I'm like I said, this is my map. This is the blueprint. All right. So let's see what we can do with this alien. Hmm. Oh yeah, yeah, yes. That was also in the letter to make sure we plug the merch. I mean, this is very fine wares that you guys have. You can see the GG hat was very nice. I love caps like this. This shirt feels excellent on me. Normally, I'd be in my lab jacket, but I couldn't find that today. But merch is good. I've been thinking about getting some of the merch myself. I don't know how this penguin affords all this, but I'm a scientist who makes aliens. Anything's possible. Oh, our alien is starting to come to life here. Since we said we went for defender, I'm gonna go for defender. We're not gonna have the razor sharp teeth. drawing the body on here. Let's see, we said, now I got this kind of rectangle body. I'm going to kind of change a little bit, make it a little bit more organic. Got those tentacles in the arms. And if you notice, a lot of this stuff that I'm drawing, that I'm using here, these are all just shapes. These are all just shapes. I'm just building up on the shapes. That's all this is, really. A lot of people always ask me, how do you science so good? How are you such a good science lab guy that you can just draw up these designs? I just like drawing. I don't know. I've been drawing ever since I was little, drawing every day. I guess literally practice made perfect. Now this one, I want to make this tentacle like it's really moving. Now watch these things called anime. They got some great animation on them, like showing them in motion and stuff. I think the thing they use is speed streaks, speed lines. So I'm gonna add some of those to this piece to kind of make it look like this tentacle is whipping, like moving forward, defending the area with this tentacle. Now, I got this all on one layer here. I'm going to shrink it down some again. Getting a little wildly out of control. A little big for the britches there. I want to get some more life in this character. Changing up the angle some. My table's fantastic with all the tricks and doo-ahs that I can do in here. I think our alien's going to need like a belt. I'm going to give our alien a uniform here. Yeah. Now you're probably wondering, like, why, Mr. Dr. Epic, why is that so big? Well, there's a thing called foreground. And when things are in the foreground, that's in the front, right? That means things closer in the front are bigger, like my hand is right there. So that's what I'm basing that off of right now. Anything closer to the camera, which is us, because we're looking at this thing, right? We're the camera with our eyes. That would be in the foreground. I do. I did see that Gigi plushie on your site when I went to go look at who was commissioning me here to come on the show today. That Gigi plushie is really cute. Now, I've done a lot of laying out here. I've done some design work on here and what would be considered a nice rough draft. What I really want to do on this in this stage is I want to get kind of all my ideas out. I want to work everything out here. I want to be as messy as possible. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to lighten it up again. Now I'm going to create another layer. Now I'm going to get out my pencils. Now, the real work begins. Try to put a lot of character into this math alien. I don't know what the name is going to be yet. Maybe you guys can help me with that too. Help me pick the name for this math alien. What are we going to call? Yeah, I figured she needed more of a smile. Let's get those teeth in there. And then we got to get the teeth at the bottom. Let's get a little bit of motion on that bottom lip there. There we go. We got one more eye to add in here. All right, we got a pretty good head going on there for this alien. And I did not forget the mind powers. I have to move her arm a little bit. All right. Now it's coming to life here. Thank you, Parker. Let's get a little bit of the uniform on her. There we go. Really starting to have some personality there in this costume. Let's say it was inspired by some people I know. Go. That belt loop thing's got to go all the way around. There we go. Oh, defining that leg there. all these sound effects when I'm designing these things. It helps me. It means I'm really getting into it. I'm having a good time. There we go. There we go. I'm going to say that this alien can increase the size of their tentacles when they're using them to defend and protect. All right, let's get another layer going here. Now, thank you, monster. Now, let's think about some colors here for this creature. I'm kind of thinking of green for the skin. Yeah, like right in there. There we go. Sorry, the lab's real dusty down here. All the experiments and things. Sometimes stuff blows up. Come to think of it, I might not be the best secret scientist. Maybe I should just stick with drawing. Like, maybe I should just look for somewhere where they have people draw stuff for them all day. Maybe that should be a job that I do. This is very relaxing. Making secret science experiments is stressful. You don't know when they're going to blow up or anything. And when these aliens come to life, whew, I tell you, they have an appetite on them. Let's see here. I'm liking that shade of green. I'm going to need a bigger brush, though. This is just getting some rough coloring in. Just where I want the color to be at. Kind of feeling when I try to play with some brushes here to come up with some tones on the skin or something. Okay. Yeah, it's a little messy at first when we start getting into this. But we then will start to bring it all together towards the end. Uh, oh, what do you think? Orange jumper suits? Yeah. I'm digging where that's going. Bring my brush down some. Lashley. Look at that. J-Man. That's an excellent one. Yeah, and Jamin, this is a new show that some friends of mine's at Mind Research started, and I get to be on it with them from time to time. And you're going to meet some other really fantastic people that do some cool stuff. I believe they also draw too. Maybe I should look into working for these people. Like they have a lot of artists. It might be something. I don't know. It's getting hard to pay the bills with the secret science stuff, though. All right, so we kind of got the rough estimate of her costume in here, or colors rather. I'm gonna add a bit of tone to it. Well, I can do that real easy. There's a couple ways you can add shadow to this thing to bring them to life. Mm. One way that I do adding shadow is I take up a new layer and I lower the opacity of it. That means how vivid it's going to be. How much see through is on there. And I'll show you exactly. And then I'm going to get the black color. And I'm just going to come in and start kind of just highlighting some parts with some shadow, or where I think shadow would be good at. Like that looks like a darker shade of each one of those colors, doesn't it? That's why it's a little trick. Really, this is just black, the color black. And because I've lowered that opacity on it, now whatever color goes over top of it, it looks like it's just a cousin to that color. Now, if I raise the opacity all the way up, it's just black. And that looks, right? Because none of that matches up. That doesn't look like a shadow. It just looks like I just scribbled in there. But you bring that down some, and now it looks like the shadows of those colors, of those clothes, of that skin. Now we got some, oh, did I just pass it up? We got some textures here that I kind of want to play around with and try. The cool thing about textures is they add a little life to your drawing. Didn't like that one so much. Play around with something else here. Oh, I like that one. I got this texture all over. What I'm going to do is just erase the areas that I don't need it there for. Oh, and this is a mistake I always kind of, I have always happens once in a while. Is I work on the wrong layer. Layers are good because they are all by themselves. So I'm going to do what I did again, but this time when it's on layer. So it doesn't affect the other colors. Then I'm going to get my brush back out, my eraser. Then I'm going to come around here and erase it. You can see oh, there we go. Yeah. You can see it's not affecting what I don't want it to. So I want to use this texture just for kind of a texture for the skin of our character here, not the uniform. And take note, there's a few different ways we could have done this, but I'm pressed for time here. So I have a few shortcuts that I use. All right. So I've got that kind of laid out there. Now, I think it's time to ink this. Now with the inking, I get a little bit more control on this math alien, and I can really contain some of these colors. Oh, we're gonna need a bigger brush. Yep, I am. We're gonna need to go to the studio pen. There we go. Just need a little bit bigger brush than what I was normally using. Studio pen. I want this to kind of have like a animated feel some. There's a thicker black line around it. There we go. Now we're starting to bring this creature to life. Mhm. All right. I think I'm really digging the name Lash Lee. It's got some serious eyelashes over here. And lashing those tentacles. Here we go. I can't take credit for that name. That was J Man who's watching with us today. See, that texture looks really cool on the skin. All right. There we go. Mm. Use my other brush for the eyes. I want to get some good details in those eyes. Let's see here. Now with the inking process here, I can really start getting in and defining some details on this character. That's why I like leaving the inking as the last part. I don't always do that, but it does help sometimes with really bringing life into the character that you're making. There we go. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we can't forget about that third eye. That's where all the mind powers come from, right there. There we go. It's a fancy belt that Lashley has on. There we go. Lashley is coming to life for real. Top of this belt here. Yeah, I think we're almost coming up on time. Look like this tentacle is really moving. Let's switch up pins here so I can get the face done. Because I think we are coming around the hour mark here. What color should her eyes be? I kept calling her, so it's a her. Yellow. Yellow it is. All right. And when we add that to this character's going to be done. This math alien can be done. Oh, we got yellow eyes. Let's get that in there. Get a little bit. And then we got our mind power blast that's happening. Make that purple. I'm gonna switch my brush up. We're gonna put that. We're gonna get rid of these blue sketches. We're done with those. I'll put that on top here. The power of teleconnected abilities. And there you go. Let's see how we put that whole process together from start to finish on the replay. You may think it's kind of weird that I record all this, but a good scientist has to be able to look back at their notes and see how they do things, because I might forget. So the recording helps when building and making these math aliens. Yeah, that was a more actiony pose. That was a good one to go with here. A lot of foundation and rough sketching out here. I want to say, I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I can never have you back here in the secret lab again because I've got to move after this. You guys figured out who I was and where I'm at. I've got to re-hide now. And it doesn't do good for business to be known where your secret lab is. So I hope you enjoyed yourselves. This has been super fun for me. You know, I might be looking at a part-time job with you, or if you guys are hiring. But that's Lashley right there, created right here live on this stream. She's a fun little math alien. Tentacles. Oh, we didn't do the cannon chest. It's a hidden weapon. It's a hidden weapon on the inside. And we got the mind powers going off, the tentacles, and the regular old legs there. Oh. I'm Dr. Most Epic, And I want to thank you for all this fancy Gigi stuff that you got me. I'd like to meet this Gigi. I hear Gigi gets around with mathematics and the problem solving. I could probably use a lab assistant or something like that, maybe. Well, I wish you would do, and don't come back because I'll be moving my secret lab. Goodbye.